Sitting beneath Tightwad Hill, California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Cal Golden Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, Cal has hired a good coach in Tosh Lupoy with great reputation as a defensive guy. Can he turn the Golden Bears around? Justin Wilcox made some strides, but will Tosh Lupoy be the coach to push them over the top and get back in the conversation of relevance in college football? Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Golden Bears headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Looking for blockers. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Florida State's offense comes onto the field first today. There's the dangerous Deuce Robinson. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays.
Man, I've been waiting for this game for a long time, Reese, after everything you just said. Do not blink, do not go to the bathroom, because both of these offenses can score quickly. These passing attacks are two of the most dangerous in the entire country, and it's always fun when you get to this first game now, because it's one thing to do it in practice, but you can't wait to get out and finally do it against a live defense. When you've got quarterback play and you've got weapons catching the ball like these offenses have, boy, oh boy, you know it's just going to be exciting.
They'll ride him again. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Got his man. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Left side is Boggs. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Seminoles are rolling down the field. Tells the run, wants to pass. A little release to the back. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Chroma. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Out wide left, it's Riles. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll run him again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Noles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun. There's some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run.
Number 64, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So the Cal Bears offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Whip it out to the back on the screen. Fights off the defender. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there.
And man, that's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a 4th down.
They boot it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. And they'll stop him right there on the return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Left side, it's Riles. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Oh, pressure's coming. Got his man. Could not make his way to the corner. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Makes the grab on third. Looking for room at the 40. Turning it on. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
Caught. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. And now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Driving forward, it's Chroma. Touchdown, Florida State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
Number 64, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying to get the corner. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Sanga Politelli finds his man. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They go play action with Sanga Politelli. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hendricks. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
JKS. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
2nd and long here. They just keep firing. Pulls it in. It's strong. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Well, Cal has done an outstanding job replacing quarterbacks here in recent years. You lose Fernando Mendoza, he goes to Indiana, wins a national championship. But last year, David, true freshman, Sandro Matelli, and the way he was able to play was just remarkable. A lot of people thought they weren't going to be able to hold on to him, especially with a new coach and Tosh Lupoi coming in. But they...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Flying down the right side. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing.
Number 64, set to kick off.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tight end now in motion. They'll give it on the counter. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They're all over him. Just a short pass to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Yeah, and I love the big tight ends because they got those big catch radius. You can throw it anywhere near them, and they're going to catch it. And break tackles, the big physicality after the run, getting some extra yards when it wasn't there.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Hand it to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Jaren Kiave Sangopolatelli. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's strong. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line. And the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. First down.
Sangopolatelli on the play action. Out wide right, it's Perry. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out.
Number 33, set to
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Snagged in the middle, it's Boggs. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Gets rid of it. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They don't need a bunch on second down. The fake and wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Fires quickly. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Rushes on, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Touchdown, Florida State! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw.
Number 64, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Between the hashes, it's Thomas. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's brought down after a short gain.
He's tackled at the 42-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Sangapolitelli. Right side, it's Perry. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Caught in the backfield. It's Strong. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The give. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Throwing Sangapolitelli. Quickly complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
A first down run on the doorstep. Stopped right there.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cal. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into him.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So an 82-yard drive there, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out.
Number 33, set to kick it off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Running inside, it's Croma. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Second down coming up.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback keep. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Plows his way ahead. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Caught behind the line. It's Riles. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Selling the fake. Floats it out in space.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
The Noles will punt this one away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. JKS. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Perry. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
2nd and long here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The screen, and watch out. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Jaren Kiave Songopovatelli. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the Golden Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He wants to throw it. Back's got it on the screen. Quick spin on the run. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The Golden Bears have this offense rolling. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Perry. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Long way to go on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
They'll snap it from the 28, in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Powers inside. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Got a little space. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Quick give. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Just feeds the running back. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
They'll run it on 4th down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal!
I I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. A quick pass to the left. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Hits inside, it's Chroma. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, those sting, man. The 3rd down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Sangapolatelli comes down, it's strong.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. He'll set up to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the 1st down.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground, get what you can get, and live to play another day.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get it through the air. Under pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
They boot it away on 4th down. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Out wide left, it's Boggs. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Right side, it's Robinson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Blasted as he lets it go. Just barely got rid of it.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these? And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
The Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
They give it back to him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Songa Politelli from the gun on 3rd down. Left side is strong. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Out wide right, it's strong. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Throwing Songo Bogatelli. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Songo Bogatelli finds his target. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Leaves it with the back. There he goes. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Hand off from the shotgun. Sweet cut there. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen him. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now 1st and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a 4th down, try to make them kick a field goal.
Makes the tackle. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Smashes it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he fires over the middle, it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The run inside. It's Croma. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Quick give. It's Boggs. Breaks into the open. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Look out! Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Working the ground game. Taken down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Got his man on the outside. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
Number 64, set to kick off.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position.